As you doubtless know, no few magic stride a wide radius around a given target. The marker of such attack will often look like this. If you sense that you'd be marked, you do well to move away from your allies so they aren't caught in the blast. The danger is greater still if an ally is targeted at the same time. Stand too close to one another and you will suffer double the impact. Let the exercise begin. Bravo, Mistress Carstens. To start a new exercise, take your starting position. So they're actually teaching you raid mechanics here. Our next exercise features a strike so powerful it cannot be endured alone. Allow me to demonstrate its marker. Should the enemy perform such attack, you and your allies must stand together in order to weather it. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to open that. Upon sensing the marker, locate its target and make your way there as quick as you can. Sorry, guys. Let the exercise begin. Bravo, Mistress Cautions. Among your adventures, I've given to understand that these are known as stack markers. Ring odds to my ear, but I suppose it matters not. Rings odd to my ear. Start the next exercise, take your starting position. Next, we will look at the lethal variety of attacks that none but a tank can handle. Behold its marker. Remember, only the tank is equipped to survive a blow of this magnitude. Any other caught in a blast won't be left standing. Now for a proper demonstration, everyone position yourselves so the tank may shield against the strike alone. Let the exercise begin. These attacks pack quite a punch. Should it fall to you to deal with it, you do well to employ what abilities you have to lighten the damage. This is the next exercise. Take your starting position. Oh my god. Next, let us practice how to handle a more persistent threat. Take note of this marker. Wolf follows the chain of attacks that chase you dodgily. You must stay on the move, all while keeping away from your allies. Let the exercise begin. Spectacular. With that, your basic training is complete. Now come and speak with me if you like to attempt my final challenge. Now that you've learned the basics, it's time to put your knowledge to the test. Overcome the final challenge. Your training will be complete. Commence the final challenge. And once you're prepared, take your starting position. Let me attest all that you have learned thus far. In this exercise, you will face a slew of different attacks, each of which you must deal with appropriately to minimize the harm you sustain. Let the exercise begin. Please, you took less than a heart. You handled every last threat with finesses. My pleasure, I thought you have passed the challenge. Hell yeah, dude. As soon as you vision. Alright. In this training exercise, we will have you carry out a medley of cutting-edge tactical maneuvers. The following mechanic kills so many people it's not even fight. My agent here will serve as your opponent. Try to get some oncoming attacks and handle them accordingly. Maybe it is good we're doing a little refresher then. Maybe a little refresher is good after all. First, let's discuss a knockback attack. Some markers will look like this. As soon as you sense it, you will have to put a few moments to position yourself before you're pushed a set distance from the point of impact. For this exercise, I have you place a ring of lightning and aether around the arena. Your goal is to position yourself such as you will not be sent hurling into it. Let the exercise begin. So I'm assuming I want to be as close inward as I can. Okay, yeah. Oh, that following mechanic. To start the exercise, take your starting position. While we're at it, let's review a common variant. Take note of this marker. Unlike last time, I don't recommend you stand directly in the center of it lest you receive a most painful blow to the skull. And so, once I challenge you to avoid being flung into the lightning, where will you stand this time? That means that they can use knockers. Okay, cool. I will admit that the music for this goes so crazy. With these, the closer you are to the point of impact, the greater the damage you stand to take. Thus, whenever you see the ominous light pulsing along the ground, I advise you distance yourself as much as possible. Let the exercise begin. Bravo. Barely a scratch. Sometimes the simplest solution is to get the hells out of there, so to speak. Start the next exercise, take your starting position. Next, let's move on to a tower attack. The type of attack is the one that must be endured rather than avoided. See the tower marker? No one will stand inside the weaken its impact. The entire party will suffer a devastating blow. Therefore, one person must volunteer to take the tower, shielding the rest of the party from the far greater casualties. Let the exercise begin. But keep it okay. There are some new mechanics since last I played. That was not a thing, or at least it didn't look like that. So I'm kind of glad I'm doing this now. Let's cover a variant of the tower marker again. One you will need to stand inside to protect the others. Lest you forget, if the tower goes unoccupied, the entire party will pay the price. In this case, you must ensure you're standing within the bounds of the circle before the arcane orb strikes the ground. Spectacular work. Now put it all together, baby. I do like they implemented the names of the community usually referred to these mechanics as. That is really neat. And it's a smart way to do it because it's less confusing then. Allow me to test all that you've learned thus far. Oh, I understand. Okay, I was confused. They had two... Okay, I get it, I get it, I get it, I get it. Okay. I like that they threw multiple camp mechanics at you at once. Okay. That's a good learning lesson right there. Notice the red rings around them for tanks. Specifically, 2 floating balls means 2 people need to soak it. The ball means the red. Jesus. Oh my god. I was expecting you. Alright, last but not least, and then we get our ring up to level 6. Nice. That's sick. I'm glad you said something about that. I didn't realize it was a 30% boost. I thought it was less than that. Learn to carry out even more advanced tactical maneuvers. Previously, I have also seen stack markers on top of tower markers, which indicates at least the light party needs to sit on one tower. Nature will serve the opponent, try to sense what her oncoming is handling in front. Interesting, okay. Take your starting position when you're ready to begin. For your first exercise, let me just write the proximity of tether markers will look like this. When entangled with one of these, to remain near the enemy is to risk suffering a painful strike. Instead, use the precious few moments you have to retreat until the tether is magic. Let the exercise begin. Bravo, Mistress Cautions. We got a bomb. Before you move on, there's another type of tether attack I wish to cover. Take note of this marker. Unlike proximity tethers used to intercept, it will allow you to sustain a blow on others' behalf. For this exercise, let's suppose your enemy tends to dynamite bomb. To prevent a lethal explosion, you only recourse this to shield the bomb yourself. Okay. Interesting. Hey, what up, Matt? Welcome back, welcome back. You should do this, I don't know when you unlock it, but it's the second set of trials. It will teach you how to defend against the Gaze Attack. At the end of it, you get a ring that gives you 30% bonus XP up to level 60. When the spell is cast, all those facing destruction will suffer some manners of unpleasant effect, in this case, petrification. It is really nice learning all these mechanics too. Fortunately, the solution is simple. You need but turn away from the enemy to neutralize its effects entirely. Highly, highly, highly recommend doing it. Change their attention break mechanics. Fine, give me a second. If you get chained someone far away, you're screwed. Groups will typically stack up for chains, and then when the chains are placed on everyone, the party spreads out to break them. I see. Well, it's gonna be a fun learning experience when we have to do it on the Flash. For your next exercise, let us discuss status effects such as poison or paralysis, and more importantly, the curing thereof. While there are many varieties of combat amulets, a fair few can be swiftly relied on with the Suna. Relieve with the Suna. For this exercise, let's see you evade the attacks as soon as the Suna has done its job. Dude, raiding as a healer must be insane. Okay. That's the final challenge. Let's get it. Each switch must heal probably minimize the harm. Okay, cool. Let the exercise begin. I hope you warmed up. All of the novice have really good swim, many other hands but shrug. Hey, honestly, this isn't terrible for what it is. It's a very solid and easy to grasp understanding of a lot of the mechanics, so I'll give him a little bit of leeway on it. It is a very good tutorial. I respect it. I'm pleased you took the lesson to heart. Hell yeah, dude. Lucian, do you know how people are able to go from one server to another server, like visit them, so I can add them or they can do content with us? Yeah, look at that. Also, I'm gonna run to the bathroom, guys. Give me 1 second here. I am back. Heard. Data center travel, you gotta log out your character, open up the sub commands on the name of the characters you are logging into. Visit another data center for just worlds, as in the same data center, different world. You can go to the main 8th array for any of the 3 starter cities. Click visit another world. Awesome. Hold on. I'm gonna thank you for that. I'm gonna send that over to, you know, let me put that in here. Perfect. We had some followers that wanted to hop over and add me and do some dungeon stuff together, so thank you for that. Matt, are you working right now, or do you want to hang out and do some dungeons? If you're working, totally understand. I figured I'd throw it over your way though, just to check. One second, gobble my nose. All right, back. Sorry about that. Well, god dang, this is helpful as heck. You can travel to deaths or a different real world region. So, like, yeah, I figured as much. I know Matt's on NA, so that should be good. Give him like another 30 seconds here, and if he's busy, then we'll just go ahead and send a dungeon. I'm gonna make you work for that healing, by the way, Lucian. We can all go to Australia, but Australia can't come to us. Interesting. All right, it looks like he's busy, so we can go ahead and we'll send a dungeon. Are you ready to go, Lucian? South Korea and China are on a whole separate system. Yeah, I kind of figured as much. Okay, perfect. Good chance for me to listen to some music while I'm playing now too. Oh, sugar. So I'm on Goblin. I think that's the Aether server. I didn't actually look at what level you were in Gone White Mage. Because we have Lucian in here healing, so if you want to play DPS, you're more than welcome to. Crystal Goblin. Thank you very much. Crystal Goblin. So Crystal is the Aether server, and then Goblin's our world. Guys, I'm such a good tank, right? Oh, why do I have my tank stance on? Why did my tank stance go off? I'm such a bad tank. Because I'm not on the same data center, then I don't have crystal goblins at the station. Okay, so then there's a way to go to a different world. Lucian put in chat. I think it's the first thing you have to like log out, and then you can go to a different world. Sorry, I got like something weird in my view. From the character menu, right-click your character from your list and choose vision. Perfect. Awesome, and then I can get you added then later, Matt. Everyone here. Alright, let's check out this new animation we got. Bum ba dum bum 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 ba dum. I'll look at those in a second. Good that you reminded me of Primal. I need to log in there for a moment. Yeah, absolutely. Anyone that wants to add me, feel free to hop over to my world and you guys can add me as you want. If you guys want to, of course. Hell yeah. All right, if anyone wants to join us for another dungeon, we're gonna do one more and then I should be 30, and we're gonna go ahead and run through the Gladiator questline and grab Paladin. How we get to work? It was all your heals. You know, I was pulling. I know I'm not an amazing tank, but you know, we were putting some effort in there. I just don't have tank gear on. You know what I mean? Come and give me a second. Awesome. All right, we're just gonna give Matt a second to hop in here, and then he's gonna join us for a dungeon. Hey, hey, I don't think I know much, but I know I couldn't take a good punch. Well, thank you very much. I actually really like tanking in this game. I hate tanking in MMOs, but this game makes tanking feel like not awful. Oh, that's kind of sick. Oh, hell yeah, dude. That's awesome. To be fair, I did main tank back in Stormblood. I played Warrior. And let me tell you, playing tank in a new expansion is so much fun. Because no one knows what's going on, so having to figure out trials out for yourself and how to like main tank and off tank with the 8-man parties. I have not done the Halloween event yet. I should probably do that. Because they can use arm's length as a defensive cooldown. Okay, interesting. Okay. Good comms, good comms.